Hello, listeners. Welcome back to yet another Gambia football show presented to you by the Jollof Football Bantaba. I am your host, Chama, and today I have my co-host, Cherno Baji, the main guy of this show. Coach Che, nuyu naa la na xam.
Chama fay naa la la jox sa wàccuwaay di nuyu askan bi yëpp leen asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullah.
It's been a while since we recorded, right? But before we get into anything, this is the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube. If you are new around, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you like what we are doing, please like and share our podcast. This is the Gambia Football Show, which is focused mainly on the Gambian football. So, Coach, today we have some very, very interesting things to discuss. Firstly, we have to say a big congratulations to the Gambia Olympic team. Let me just bring them on the screen. They were in Tokyo for about 2 weeks. The Olympics is about to finish today. The closing ceremony is already ongoing. And yeah, they did us proud. I would say that, yeah, guy I Jambarlen, Gina Bass, and Faye Njai, the judo guy, and Ibrahim Kamara, the other sprinter, and Ibrahim Osori, who was also a swimmer. So we had 4 athletes in the competitions, and I think we can only be very proud. Gambia being one of the smallest nations in Africa. I think in years gone by, didn't there a lot of representation from in the Olympics? Do you have anything to say to the Olympic team with their success in Tokyo?
Chama xanaa di leen dookeel rek di leen ne job well done, although fi ñu am ni bëggoon nañu gars yi passé fa.
Yeah.
sant yàlla parce que dem nañ comme ku mel ni Gina dem na si semis yi. So ñu
Yeah.
ngi encourage rek mu work hard, understand ko di encourage tamit Gambia government bi ak ministry bi pour gars yi gën a jàppale jàppale athlètes yi xam nga, because jàppale leen mooy jàppale réew mi xam nga, because ñi dañ soo gisee ñu ngi di téye flag Gambia ñu leen represent xam nga, suñu amoon jàppale moo ndibal xam ne nañ passé fii nañ alatu another level. So li ma wax rek mooy nañ try ñu dafa facilities rek fu gars yi mën a wane seen bopp showcase seen talent. It's important because before school how to call it this school nowadays in the house ak yii nii dafa am doole waaye right now dafa dem down trop te full ak dinañ génne in the school seeg yooyu noonu.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, when we are growing up, in the schools and in the house, it was big thing. But nowadays, of course, we cannot say for certain because we are no more young. But the young people have not seen it, have not enjoyed it as we used to. It used to be a big thing, right? Especially in the schools. It was a big thing in the Gambia. Big event.
Between Gambia and
St. Augustine's, yeah.
After Botrop, you book of a jazz.
Yeah, with the long distance runner. I think, he was very popular in terms of long distance. How they call it, SL or something like that. Somebody call it SL.
I think he was from SL. I think he's from SL.
Exactly. And then Nyom Jesuma, Jesangenyo, it used to be a big thing in the Gambia. But yeah, as you say, government should look at it because now we are developing some very elite athletes. Gina Bass is one of the best athletes in Africa. He is always competing very well. Ibrahim Kamara is coming up. The swimmers, we never talk about anybody doing things like karate. And to see the Gambian team in this Olympics, I can remember there was this past Olympics 2 or 3 years ago, or 2 or 3 Olympics ago. The Gambia had only one representation, but in this one you can see quite a good number. It's not we want to see more, of course. We want to see more Gambians qualifying into the Olympics, but to see at least 4 athletes going into it, it was nice. And Gina, she was just awesome. running, taking the 200 meters and running in the 100 meters, and also finishing, going up into the semifinals, facing one of the best athletes in the world. I think that was just beautiful, and I think they need help, the government and also private sector in the Gambia, everything. So we should work together and make sure everything is nice, and it's easy for these athletes to be able to realize their potentials. I think it's very important.
Let them level the playing field. Very important. Let them level the playing field. Simple.
Exactly. So yeah. So to the Gambia Olympic team, congratulations! A big congratulations to you guys. We are really proud of your success in Tokyo, and we hope that this is just the start, and we can take the Gambian athletics into a higher height. But now, as we know, this is a Gambian football podcast. We are not expert on athletics and things like that. We just wanted to say congratulations to our team in Olympics. And now we want to move into our expertise, which I have my expert here, Coach Che, who is the assistant coach slash goalkeeping coach of Red Hawks, a second division team in the Gambia. Coach Che, as we know, the league has just ended. I think last week, the first division ended, and the second division, I think the winners has already been decided, but there is still one round to go.
Yeah.
So let's just look back into the season. Let's try to do a review of the season. I think this was one of the most successful seasons in Gambian football in terms of league football, in terms of publicity, outreach and all those kind of things. The league was featured in some media channels and things like that, which has never happened in the Gambia. Can you give us how did the season go this season? What were the successes of the season, or what do you see as the big steps taken in Gambian football to reach this level?
Caamu li mu laaj na sawar tontu trop parce que ñun nekk fi xam nañ ñu fa demee. We really enjoyed the league. The league was fantastic. Goals si bari nañ loo xam ne dafa gëj Gambian football. Goals si bari nañ play bi team si play nañ nit ñi gën a si nañ. waaye loolu yëpp lu ko waral tamit ñaari mbir la. soo gisee goals si bari pour am entertainment because of the capacity building bu GFF introduced with the leadership of the technical director Mr. Sangdong di ko jaajëfal si liggéeyam bi. because li ko war a coach yëpp coach yi ñu jàngal leen am nañ fi gul ko train nañ leen ba si physio dañ leen yóbbu classes. understand yëpp pour développer football, because football is not only about the players. Understand?
Absolutely not.
Am sports science.
Exactly.
So football so ku nekk dafa am role mu play pour improve performance of the players. te ñun te this year Gambia si loolu lañ nekkoon moo tax léegi bi demee fa nii. Understand? Ko ji def well, they did wonders. Players we are scoring goals for fun. We see so many exciting goals also. Goals rafet sax.
Okay.
Foo ne Gambia ñu score loolu.
Nice.
Secondly mooy comme ni ko waxee press bi, they did a good job, but also bu ngay introduce this night football dafa yóbbu affaire to another level. Because xam nga ne Gambia fii bariwul programmes, bariwul activities, te nit ñi dañ bëgg football. So dañ jogaay de plateforme moo xam ne ku nekk soo liggéey ba wàcca noppal ko sa kër añ nga reel ba pare mu nga ñu stade ñu saan si games yi. Ndeysaan ku games si night. Après media houses, media outlets yëpp ñu ngi ñëw cover games yi ñoom tam di leen jaajëfal. So basically daal li moo taxoon league bi am this
success.
Comme successful daal, am this success.
But into every success there is also some challenges, of course. Do you want to highlight some of the challenges that the league still faces up to this day? Of course, we have a lot of challenges, because if you are looking at other leagues around the world, around Africa, especially, you can just look next to our neighbors in Senegal. The league is much better there. So, in terms of Gambian football, what do you think are steps that we can take going forward after this successful season?
Wow, so many problem ñun xam nañ lan la first problem mooy living, how to get facilities. It's our main problem. Understand? Because like I gis ne like base sore lañ doon use te fu training ground real di Banjul la. Use good project bi loolu di dem itself. Understand? Loolu pour fédération bi la ñoo moom foofu. stadium bi moo fi nekkoon ak lañ leen ak ñu doon use fii tamit how to call it this place Soma so
Yeah.
amuñu woon ground su ñu ñëw play match yu bëri so
Yeah.
loolu tamit dafa xaw a indi dafa xaw a compliqué those things parce que last day
Okay. Yeah.
series relegation bot bi da ngaa gis ne like dañu war a dem pour play yenn games QTV so astafurlah QCV rather
Yeah.
then I might play go QC because of
Yeah.
relegation bi teams yi relegation dafa bëri so
Yeah.
amuñu woon stadium fii yu mën a host all those games so loolu
Okay.
noonu yëpp dafa play part basically daal
Okay.
four grounds leen doon use this season
Okay.
so loolu tamit lu ñu war a seetaat la lu ñu war a seetaat la is important.
Okay, nice. So, yeah, now we talk about the successes, we talk about the challenges. Now let's look at the table. Like you say, there were a lot of goals, and I just opened the league table of 2020-21 season, the first division. Let's look at the first division table first. Of course, the champions were Fortuna and Ngachingalama Fortuna. They did absolutely well. A team that I don't know much about. I dare say the Petrol Boys, but I don't know. Out of all odds, they are the league champions. How did they? How what was the what was their success based on this Fortuna team?
They are strong defensively.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They were
Then
very
I
well prepared
yeah.
and they were very organized.
Uh-huh.
ñoom ligue ñu leen ko def si first round bi loolu ngay win ligue bi
Okay.
when teams were losing winning struggling ñoom they were consistent.
Yeah.
They went for like I think 11 games without conceding a goal, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
The whole season their goalkeeper has 16 clean sheets.
16. Wow.
16 out of 26 games.
Yeah. Nice.
That's
But
so,
I'm looking at the
that's so,
table. I'm looking at the table. Like you say, yeah, it's the table can tell that they were strong defensively. They only conceded 13 goals over the course of the season in 26 games. That is at a rate of 0.5 goals per game. They concede every 2 games. In other words, and they only scored 25 goals in 26 games. I know you mentioned something about goals being a lot in the league, but Fortuna was not scoring a lot of goals. But of course, I think we all agree that sometimes success is built from the back, and their success is it's very clear that it came from defensive solidity and things like that. But in terms of goals, they were lacking a little bit. So they score less than 1 goal per game, which is very low in my opinion.
yeah, that's true. That's true. What I want to like ñoom they were good defensively.
Yeah.
loolu laa njëkk a wax te all these goals that they concede sax already bu winning league seen last 3-4 games yi la gars yi bàyyante ko moo tax gars yi concede all these goals. But initially they were not conceding goals. But like going forward tamit loolu tamit mu ngi si because ñoom lu ñu doon def mooy win I won not I do not léegi gars yi draw comme like ñoom mënu moo jaay mooy every 5 games ñoom they go for like 10 points.
Okay.
Out of 50. Understand that? Maybe ñoom nañ try win 2 games then guys draw nañ win 3 draw ñaar ñoom noonu lañ doon demee. So it was like 1-0 1-0 0-0 or 1-1 I continue. So man lu ma feel like ñoom they knew what they were doing before the season start ñoo xam ne ñu gën a def.
Okay.
They had their plan and they executed very well.
Okay, but looking at the table too again. If you see the big boys such as Real de Banjul, of course Real finished third, which is a respectable position to finish. GFA, GPA, and Walidan, which are one of the big names. Of course, Hawks, your team, is also one of the big names in the Gambian football. But except for Walidan and Real, of course, they finished third and fourth. That is respectable. But what is happening, Hawks and and teams like GPA, Birkama United? These were big names in Gambian football, but now they are not at the higher because we commonly see at the top of the table is Fortuna. Second is Elite United. These are all teams that I will not say they were there 10 years ago or something like that. So what happens to the bigger teams nowadays?
Well, Chama, especially Hawks, the men struggle a lot. they struggle a lot. So you imagine Hawks dañoo fay relegation but the last game of the season Hawks ñu xëy relegation fortunately waaye daan ñoo dóor bi Milan moo tax Hawks stay if not because Hawks time wàcce ne Real de Banjul they man si man they had a good season though but dañ dem ba si biir daa seen coach bi I don't know why because that they are still third position
yeah
dégg naa ñu wax ne they want to play good football because Jara moom is a good coach and he's a winner
yeah
he's a winner but xëy na tamit Real de Banjul luñ bëgg a joxul leen ko comme bu ko waxee football bu rafet because ñoom they are a selling club so ñoom dañ ko football bu rafet understand bu ànd ak win Jara moom ne la jox win moom yaa xam na na odu nekk but win moom duñ ko am it's like that because moom moo safe moo mujjee boo koy da te moo mujjee jël Gamtel sax Gamtel we awatale liggéey moo mujjee jël Gamtel safe leen ba gaay stay si ligue bi so he's a winner he's a very very good coach yeah Walidan they had a bad start a very very bad start but for me they had a team of the same full man because the way they recovered during the second round it was just out of this world. Walidan they were just consistent they were just doing wonders second round no win not only winning they were winning in style with style they score goals they play beautiful football no definitely they did well during the second round so ñoom bad start moo tax gaay enni but lu gaay NS for second round so lu leen starté woon ñoom ñoo jël ligue bi sax
okay
yeah
Elite
United I ngi wax gaay they were the feeder club of Real de Banjul they were called Sporting Real so bu gaay eggee first division then guy according to lu ma dégg ñu ngi Real dañ jaay some percentage to Elite company Elite group bi then moo tax gaay change nañ to Elite United but they also have very very good players very young talented players the Lamarana Jawara that you are hearing from the 20
yeah
Lamarana and Ibrahim Bari they are in that team they have very young talented players and ñoom Tambédou he's a very exciting footballer very 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 good footballer
okay nice okay
and
so how about yeah so how about the leading goal scorers how about the goals you guys talking about goals was a thing of like it was a lot of goals in the league and the league table kind of saw it some teams are scoring 33 36 goals in 26 matches they are scoring 20 almost many teams they scored more than the number of games they play they average more than a game or two every about a game every other like over the course of the season. Who were the leading goal scorers in the league? Who were the the best players in your opinion, or like leading goal scorer?
Well, Sekuba moo mujjee leading goal scorer bi. Like Gavi am position scorer bi.
Yeah.
Borom tànk yu neex yi moom fu ko ne la moo taxaw score. Moom tànk yi daal dafa neex dafa am doole.
How many goals did he get in the league? 13 goals in 26 matches. Well, it's not bad. 2 every other game. 1 every other game.
Dafa mujjee gaañu moo tax dafa mujjee gaañu.
So he missed some games.
5 or 6 games of the season. He just played on. He was injured.
Yeah, and our neighbors here, as we know, we're from Kotu, and we had neighbors who are in the league, which is Marimo, because they were built around in Manjaya, right? I don't know the history behind their team now, but it started as a Nawetan team in the Manjai Nawetan League, and now they are in the 4th division. They went through the divisions and all the way now they are in the 1st division. How did they do this season?
Well, they also struggled. They struggled. They were also fighting for relegation. They made it. The last round, the mix up. They win the last game. Stay. So, the same thing. They have a bad start. They were not consistent. So basically, the teams behind it, they were not consistent.
Okay.
And they had problems scoring goals. And they were also considering goals.
Yeah, they only scored like 25 goals also, but they kind of equal they concede a lot, but they yeah.
First round, they were not consistent. But after second round, I have to pick up 2. But they concede 2 goals.
Okay.
They concede 2 goals.
Okay, so and the
But they,
relegation, the two teams that get relegated were Talinding United and BK Milan. BK Milan is it a Bakote
they
United? Is it a Bakote team?
back out team, it's a back out team.
Oh, it's a Bakau team. Wow.
Team manager bi, this
Uh
national
huh.
team manager, Cho,
Uh huh.
moo fa nekk moom ñoom Kaba, they have a
Yeah.
president, they are executive members of the team. ñoo doxal team bi.
Okay, that's nice.
BK Milan definitely I'm sad to see them relegated, but definitely because Baka only represent when team will represent say league right now, first division.
Yeah, where is Bakau
Because good
United,
team,
anyways? Is Bakau United
third
dead?
division, third division.
Third division. Wow, that used to be one of the giants in Gambian football too back in the days. Around
Yeah,
not the top, but they
Baka,
were there.
Baka United, Baka people they don't recommend them as backup
Yeah.
team
Okay.
because although Baka lañ ñëw ci ak yéen but Baka ñaari team ñoo fa nekk la Baka
Uh-huh.
recommend mooy Said Mati ak Steve Biko.
Steve Biko, yeah, those they were big teams too.
waaw ñoom ñooy team si Baka United Sidi Kinde after moo ñëw from Baka United. So
Okay.
Baka people they see themselves at Biko and Said Mati than Baka United. But ñoom ñu woon si third division bi.
Okay, Mr. Chair, as we are saying, you say BK Milan and Talinding are the ones going down, and as we know, Fortune FC is the champions, and being champions, what does that mean to Fortune?
Well, they have gained an automatic qualification to the CAF Champions League,
Okay,
preliminary rounds. Like I did them.
preliminary rounds. Okay,
Yeah. Elite tamit ñoom tam nañ ko bis ci CAF Confederations League bi.
okay,
Because we all know that this year FA Cup amut. And normally ku win league bi mooy dem CAF Champions League, ku win FA Cup mooy dem CAF Confederations League bi.
uh-huh.
So this time around FA Cup because of comme na ko amuñ ground ba pare schedule si tamit fixture si tamit bi xaw a tight.
Yeah,
Understand nga. Calendar bi dafa xatoon trop because league bi teel a start this year. So mu tax gars
okay,
yi génn ko
that's
FA
good.
Cup bi. Léegi ñu ngi team bu finish second mooy represent dëkk bi as the FA Cup winner.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So Elite, Fortune are going into the Champions League African Champions League preliminary rounds, and Elite United are going into the Confederation
Yeah.
African Confederation Cup qualifier
Like
rounds. So
the Europa League.
like the Europa League, yeah, I get the point. Yeah, they are like the Europa League. They are kind of an Arsenal in that way. The Arsenal fancy bala. Ñom ñoy borom Europa yi. Gaay mom Europa League nako gaay chill.
Arsenal génn Europe ne ko bàyyi Tottenham bo Arsenal dafa des Europe.
Tottenham ñi conference cup how much gane ma Europa. Well, yeah, that's nice. So let's hope that Fortune and Elite can make it all the way. And what does winning the league means other than that? Like, what are the rewards and things like that in the Gambian football? Is it disclosable?
Yep. But figures la amul exactly but suma jumul Fana Fortune they went home with 750,000
Okay.
as the league winners. Fana Elite they went home with 500,000. Then Real
Uh-huh.
Banjo with 300,000. Suma jumul dal.
Uh,
These are the three packages. Three you must if not mistaken. But buguma assume.
yeah, you don't wanna take that. Okay, no worries. But yeah, just a rough number. That's just a rough number we are giving. So now let's move on to the second division. As we know, two teams going down, then it means two teams are coming up. And your mom, I think that's your league because you participated in that league as an assistant manager for Hawks, the Red Hawks. So let me move to the second division table. This is the second division table, and the champions were Falcons FC. There is still one game to go, but I think there is no chance for the second team. Yeah, it's mathematically over. Some guy cannot catch them because if they win their game in hand, they will only get 56 points. Well, congratulations, Falcons FC. Tell us more about the second division league. I think you know more about this league because you participated in it as a coach or as an assistant coach. How was the second division league?
Waaw dama la njëkk a rectify yaa ngi wax ne like comme que ñaar ñooy dem down ñaar ay équipe.
Uh-huh.
GFF dañoo yokk team si first division to 15 instead of 14. Nga 14 la right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So three teams will take up from the second division.
Uh-huh.
First and second, dañoo qualify automatically. Then
Uh-huh.
third but sixth, dañoo play playoffs just like the championship.
Okay, nice. Nice nga rectify. Man how ma dara de. Bal gen ma bal.
No,
Man tali be la fi.
so loolu because second division bi second division bi lifin la am 16 teams la am. First
Yeah.
division we only have 14 teams.
Okay, they want to balance it now.
They go way to 15.
Okay. So it
They
means
go
Falcons, Samga are going up, and
as
Team
things stands.
Rhino, Gunjur. Yeah, okay, as things stands. Yeah, as things stands. Samga, but I think Samga, yeah, but yeah, the goal difference there is a bit short. So if they lose their game and Team Rhino win their game, then it means Samga are gonna move to third and Team Rhino. So there is still something to play for in the second division league.
Yep, definitely. Because right now Team Rhino ak Samba ñu ngi xëccoo second spot bi.
Okay. And what are the
Second
fixtures
place bi.
remaining? I hope they are not gonna play each other. That should be an enticing game if it was to happen.
Non, ñoom pare nañ
Oh, okay.
pare nañ.
So when does that league end? How many? When are the final games gonna be played?
This week la leg bi di jeex this week la ñu play final round. This week
Okay.
la ñu play final round.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Ba pare
so it's
congratulations to Falcons.
yeah.
They have a very good season. They are the most consistent team in the league. Na league table lu mel ni first second nga gis ni. Ñu
Uh-huh.
first round ni la def. Ni la fa nekkee.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Samba ak Falcons ñoo fa nekkoon since first round bi. Then ñu
Yeah.
dem second round mu ngi commencé après Samba dool di drop point because Samba ak Falcons ñoo nekkoon ñoo teeloon ñoom ñaar yëpp same points la amoon first round bi.
Mm-hmm.
ñu jëloon team si ay almost 8 to 11 points lañ woon taat team si nekk
Third division.
third and fourth because Gunjur ak Jambanjeri ñoom tam ñu nekkoon di nekk between third and fourth then team Rhino we are between 6-7 so after la ñoom tamit nag second round bi gars yi gën a push
Okay.
but Samba moom Falcons moom they are the most consistent team and they did wonders congratulations to the team and also to their coach Jose Mourinho
Okay. Nice. That's his
Yeah.
nickname. Congratulations, Jose. Well done on winning the second division, and hopefully see you in the first division next season. And Che, Yangi mentioned on very goals. I'm just looking at this table. You know me, I'm an outsider. I don't know much, but yeah. But looking at this table, the second division table, I can see teams scoring 50 goals, 48 goals, 47 goals. Of course, the league has more teams compared to the first division teams. But looking at the top of this table, Falcons have scored twice as many goals as the champions in the first division. So, don't you think your point on goals being a lot in the league, you were referring to the second division instead of the first division? Because as far as I can tell, the second division, there were goals. You can see goals all over the place. All teams, even the relegation teams, are scoring like 20, 30 goals. So, yeah, I think the goals were more. These games were the second division looked more entertaining than the first division, in my opinion. What do you think? I did not watch any games. As
waaw xam nga man dama wax in general terms ci league bi laa wax.
okay,
Specify mo first dama mean the general league bi GFFC
okay,
goals dañu bari. Understand?
yeah,
So loolu dafa include first second division yëpp laa include si wax bi.
okay,
Dëgg la first division la ñu ko wax but man lu ma doon wax yëpp pour both first and second division la.
wow,
Okay, coming back to your question, goals yi bari nañ because leen la benn secret moo fa nekk second division bi dafa bari xale.
uh-huh,
te xam nga
wow,
fu bari xale la sa morom duma
wow,
fu xale moom naturally dafay bari goals.
yeah, that's right.
mi ngi bari mature players yi nga xam ne like am na experience. So
Okay.
dañ xam defensive dañ xam ne ñoo tey wat second division bi loolu bariwul experience players bu war fa bari ay xale.
More expressive football is what's going on there in the first division.
Exactly. Yeah, very young talented players. It was exciting players. Football was just beautiful. It was just beautiful.
Okay,
Coming out because ñu goals ñu bari 50 goals la Falcons score ñeneen ñi 45 ñi even ñun suñu team Red Hawks are scoring 45 goals.
wow,
Am nga there's one funny thing about it. Am nga leading goal scorer ñi koy xëccoo nekkoon si top 5.
why why? Which teams are they playing? How is the leading goal scoring chart going? By the way, just name the list and then
18, 17 and 16.
18, 17, and 16.
Yep.
One goal is separating them.
Yep. Yusuf Njai, commonly known as Nema, captain Kiang West.
Kiang West
more top. te soo xoolee table bi ana Kanye West before Kanye West fu gaay nga si table bi 10 position
10th position, yeah.
moom moo lead with 18 goals. Then Young
Uh-huh.
Africans ñu ngi am benn player gaay di second round bi ku ko xam dafa am daali goal I don't know. Kooku
Uh-huh.
mu ngi score rek kooku mu ngi score striker mu ngi score rek moo tax am na 16 goals. Young Africans ñu ngi
And
benn position 12 position.
uh-huh. And then
dana ngaa ñu si striker suñu capitaine bi Sankum Sila
okay.
just break my stadium bi scored na he scored 16 goals.
Okay.
waaw moom
So
sax xam naa
but
ne su ko dafa misoon match before last match dafa misoon dafa amoon ñetti yellow card da ko de sax moom tamit mooy loolu moom for the past 2 months only benn week rek la score it week si
wow.
dafay score dafay score na hat-trick si diggante bi ak everything
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
loo yaa ngi score bu baax a baax a baax a baax.
Okay, but I think your striker, I think what he already finished his season. I think 29 games. But Young Africans and before Kiang, they have 1 game to go. So it's like those two are gonna be. I think their teammates are gonna be looking out for them to score goals because yeah, it's just 1 goal between them. Like you say, 18 and 17. So those are games that should be interesting to watch. They have something to play for.
Sankum jeexalango de suñu des nañu benn match.
Red Hawks, but 39 match. How many games?
Wow.
Oh, you have to play 30 games. Oh, I'm sorry.
16
Okay,
teams.
okay, okay. 1 game.
te xam nga lu si gën a interest
Uh-huh.
last game bi ñu ngi play Young Africans.
Okay, then it's interesting.
tey ñoom la seen striker am 17 ñu am suñu striker am 16.
Okay.
So boobu dañoo play two things pour win ak also because of nit ñi tam ñu ngi jóg pour nekk si playoff spot bi as you can see
Uh-huh.
si table bi te
Yeah.
bi ko bàyyi ñu suñu gannaaw bu baax a baax a baax
Uh-huh.
ok so ñu ngi play pour win pour stay si nekk si playoff zone bi and also tamit suñu striker tamit mu ngi xëccoo ni goal score so moom tamit war nañoo mën a try moom tam am hat-trick at least mu am 19 goals hopefully with 19 am na yaakaar ne dina ma jël goal score
Yeah, but the other striker has 2 games to go, right?
I'm being biased here, man.
Yeah, I understand. I can understand. Yeah, I'm just saying the other striker has 2 games to go and he has 1 game, so a bit of an advantage on their edge, on their side. But yeah, let's see how it goes. It will be interesting. Hopefully, when we come back here, we will talk about it and discuss who was the leading goal scorer. Yeah, I think the second division looked interesting for me, in my opinion. To be honest, just looking at the table, I'm happy with how it goes, how it went. And the first division is not bad too. Seeing new teams at the top, it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but second division tamit lu ma si bëgg a wax mooy dañu nit ku yokk work more on their defenses because
Yeah.
soo xoolee goals concede dafa bari.
Yeah.
Gis nga teewul. Even
Yeah.
Falcons ñu ngi léegi bi sax ñu ngi concede 25 goals.
25 goals.
Samba
Yeah.
30 goals yooyu concede dafa bari.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Waaye
right.
nag team bu am last second infantry battalion ñu ngi concede 53 goals.
Yeah.
Although scoring why it's the same because soo scoring goals yu bari di nga concede goals yu bari.
Yeah.
So goals yu bari living
It's
dafa
open.
bari.
Well, it's entertaining. At least let the young boys, express themselves, play the way they wanna play, and then hopefully when they move up, they have to, adjust their game a little bit, and then yeah, I want them to be expressive in this. If since they are young players, so being expressive, I think it's a good way to go, in my opinion. Yeah. So that's it for the second division. Congratulations to Falcon FC champions. And let's hope for a very enticing or entertaining final round of games and see may the best teams qualify for the knockout round to make the third division to make the fourth division.
May we make it.
Okay, good luck. Good luck to your team, Red Hawks. I have no club alliance here when it comes to fourth division, second division. So I'm just an neutral person at this point. I'm supporting all Gambian teams, but you are of course a Red Hawks coach, so of course I understand your point. So good luck on that, and good luck to all the other teams. Now we will move to the next segment, which is the award ceremony that the Gambia Football Players Association has set out to do this year. I think this is the first year of them doing it. I think you are part of this association. So can you give us an idea of what this association is all about?
Well, Chama, first of all, dama njëkk a wax ne gàcce gàllama Gambia Football Players Association
Yeah,
because initiative boo xam ne fii musu fee am.
yeah,
léegi pour bala maa ñu into details man njëkk laa wax lan moo tax ñu taxaw. ñun
yeah,
we are affiliated with the GFF since 2017 August.
yeah,
Because as you all know, GFF, it was GFA initially. It was a Gambia Football Association. Then
yeah,
later on, Gambia Federation. But Nega Federation, they need the requirements from FIFA. FIFA don't recommend. But they
yeah,
need to coaches association.
yeah,
Come together, don't want like association under your umbrella. Bukan federation.
yeah,
So it's like I'm the association, I'm the police association. So they went with that to FIFA. FIFA knew that no, there is one left. The players also must have their own association.
yeah.
Then select new out the new form the players association. Then guide them out. Then FIFA don't accept them as a federation.
Okay,
So then
nice.
select the delegate. But when do initially it was tough for us because only one Ben financial support on Halis account for liggéey dara. But
Yeah,
unfortunately one side, but fortunately to beneen side because COVID bu mu ñëwee xam nga
yeah,
dafa yaaxal lu bari. But tamit FIFA they give out COVID funds which ñun bu léeg-léeg GFF joñ si suñ quota about
yeah,
300,000. Then loolu lañ use loolu lañ mën a door di use pour mën a function. So
yeah.
luckily this year manage nañ every month ñu ngi joxe player of the month ak group of the month
Wow, that's
this
nice.
year. Wow. Both for second division and also both male and female league.
Wow, that's nice.
So basically how many like every month we are giving out 8 awards every month. We give
That's
8
beautiful.
awards.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
So,
It's very encouraging. But ñun tamit lu ñu tax a jóg is very simple.
yeah,
Welfare of the players, interest of the players.
absolutely.
Both players dañuy am contract issues, ñee dañuy am injury problems, ñee even dañuy
Yeah.
am chance tukki sax or am team outside, but duñu
Mm-hmm.
am the financial support pour jënd tickets. Understand nga? Waaye suñu waxee loolu dañ na ñeneen ñi niñ ko déggee comme team si or FA bi dañoo foog ne ñi dañ ñëw pour ci la ñu ëpp xeex bi non dañ just
Yeah.
ñëw pour level the playing field because player
Yeah,
bu play ci team dafa war am contract.
yeah.
te contract bi dafa nekk contract boo xam ne dafa baax si both parties.
Yeah.
Understand? So ñun dañ ñëw fii pour give professional advice to players when it comes to contract issues.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is a very normal thing to have. Any or any football league in the world, they must have a players football association where they can look at the welfare of the players, making sure they are getting the fair share of what they are what they are doing. They are getting the rewards and all those kind of things. I think this is a wonderful initiation, and to have your first ever award ceremony, like I think that's a big event and that's a big step in Gambian football. And I think you guys have already scheduled a date, or have you not?
Wow. Schedule nañ on the 2nd of October at Penjema Hall. Then we'll have event bi bu soobee yàlla.
Okay.
We held our press conference on last week Thursday
Yeah.
at Samagajane Hall. So QTV they were there to cover it, and also Star TV no will cover ko. In media
Okay.
outlets they couldn't make it, TRTS and other media outlets, but they invite us to come to their studios to at least for a program and talk about the award night. Okay. So
Okay.
basically award night no more them like they nominate players.
Okay.
They have categories like the best player.
The best.
Um,
Okay. Then
young,
we get to
youngest.
that one. So don't worry, we
Okay.
will get to that. We will get to that one, and I think I have a slide where you have highlighted or you have listed all the awards that will be given. So, but I think actually we can move to that. I will just open that slide and tell you we have the award categories here, which is player of the season, goal of the season, top goal scorer, best young player, goalkeeper of the season, team of the season, and this goes from both the male and the female league, first division and second division. So
Exactly.
I just wanted to ask a little bit of question here as an outsider again. Um, how is the like the nomination process done in this situation?
Okay, Chama,
Mm-hmm.
loolu moom yomb na
Yeah,
yomb na yombut because dafa jël time pour ñu def ko but it was easy because ko wax naa la dañuy jël monthly awards.
yeah,
Okay, so ku ñu jox awards si moom bi rek obviously you are listed
okay,
qualifying because awards yi it's based on your stats. So
yeah,
dañ ko categories so awards yi comme ku nekk player bu nekk dañu xool sa stats yi understand nga ñu gis ne like you did well ak yooyu noonu yow yoo xam nga li ma wax rek
yeah,
comme how well you perform this scene ak yooyu noonu ñu comme because du ñun rek dañ we are working with journalists okay with sport journalists ñoo xam ne dañ cover games yi we are working with the competition department sorry GFF competition department
yeah,
okay we are working with fans so dañ amul lu bari ñu waxtaan si ñu oola ñu am forum ñu waxtaan ñu yëpp ñu come up with names
yeah.
understand nga so noonu la fa demee then comme si lañ ne best players yi best player of the season am nañ nominees yi boo su ma leen lisee fi ma oyee fi duñ fi jógee bari
Ni
nañ
fi jógee yeah,
goal this
yeah,
season
yeah, yeah.
goal this season
Le,
tamit dama boo pour leer
uh-huh.
first division rek am goal this season because ñoom rek dañ am seen videos
Okay,
because ñoo amoon that media coverage
okay.
léegi nag second division Premier League bi nañ try next year ñu boole leen si
You can capture it. Okay, okay. Yeah,
waaw
that be clear. That is goal of the season. Yeah.
yeah top goal scorer moom boobu moom mënuñ koo vote mënuñ koo nominé moo pick boppam
Is
ba pare
more pick
because
Bob, yeah.
moo pick boppam young best young player tamit moo tamit dañ xool xale yi gën a xarañ although am na ñoo xam ne comme am na ñoo xam ne ñu si beneen catégorie bi am na ñoo xam ne ñu si ñaari catégories
Okay.
because
Yeah,
am na
yeah,
ñoo xam
yeah.
ne
That's normal. That's normal. Yeah.
they did well and they are very young
And they are young.
so
Yeah, yeah. You cannot
yeah
ignore them. Yeah.
definitely
And then,
definitely
and then you have team of the season, goalkeeper of the
you have
season,
good
and then team of
policy yeah
the. Uh huh.
comme ni ma ko waxee rek we have comme like commission bi si goal policy dafa tight
The far side. Yeah.
boobu moom dafa tight because boobu they did well this season first
Uh
division
huh.
still first division moo tax may wax first division moo tax may wax they did well imagine la fortune seen goal war naa la ko 16 clean sheets la
Wow, that's amazing. In 26 games, that is at a rate of more than 50%. Yeah, that's good.
more 25 la place instead
25. There you go. So
nga am waa Banjul tamit seen goal bi am na 11 clean sheets
wow.
waaw
Yeah,
te moom
that should be tight.
moom
This.
he played less game almost 17 games la play
Okay. And then you have the
waaw
team of
nga
the
am
season.
team of the season tamit boobu comme ni ko waxoon rek dañoo xool teams gi gën a outstanding ñu force second ak mieux final ñu génne leen fa
Okay.
because first division bi seen boss génne because ñoom jeexal nañ team suñu jël mooy 5 teams la champions of course they should be there Fortune
Mm-hmm.
Elite United waa Banjul Walidan ak Gamtel ñoom
Okay.
lañ nominé as
So
5 teams to represent team of the season xam naa nag suñ gisee ñu fa Gamtel ñu bëri nañ surprise why Gamtel
okay.
Gamtel ñu si relegation
Okay.
but Gamtel we are already relegated Jama
Wow.
day appoint Jara for now last 5 games or season of the season lañ ko appoint
Yeah.
mu égal leen ba ngay end up finishing 11th
Okay.
so kooku so that team need to be recommended
Yeah, I think in that case it's more about recommending the coach. Or it's a different opinion. It's more about recommend like the coach getting an award for being the coach of the season or nomination for coach of the season. But the team, because the first part of the season is also part of the team, and then the second half is also part of the team. It's all about the coach.
Yep.
I think he deserves the recognition more than the team, in my opinion.
yeah that's true but you know we are representing the players association
Yeah.
understand nga although this award sir this team of the season award bi sax okay dañ ko dina am waaye tamit dañoo pugal tamit team of the player 11 of the season tamit dafa nekk si biir
Okay. So,
Best
but
player
let me just ask you one question in between. Yeah, you said you are representing the players. How about the coaches? How about the officials? Who is there for them?
okay they have their own association wax naa la si doorin bi am
Uh-huh.
nañ players association am nañ players association am nañ coaches association
Okay.
okay but ñun si press conference bi wan nañ fa leena mooy ne reference association bi coach association if they have awards that they want to give out they are highly welcome. They can give it out on our platform. We are open for that. That's not a problem for us.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we are all working together. We are all working
in
under the
tandem.
GFF.
Yeah, but
there is pressure. They also have their own awards that they normally give out because coaches they give out coach of the month by the coach association. So what are the difference? We are here for the players. We are representing the players.
Yeah.
But suñ platform is the night award, the award nights boobu mun nañoo xëjal beneen association mu ñëw joxe fa award. That's not a problem.
Yeah, but I am curious here too a little bit as an outsider, of course. I'm a Gambian, fully Gambian, of course, but when it comes to the league, I'm an outsider. So I'm just curious, why not have these two associations in one umbrella and then have somebody who is at the top heading them, and then you can have the players. This sector is responsible for the players. This sector is responsible for the managers. This sector is responsible for other aspects of the game, and then we all have it in one umbrella. Gambia is a small country. The league is still young, so I don't know the need for having all these separate bodies coming together. Why not we can just have it in one umbrella? It's a tough question. Maybe that's not a question for you to answer, but just a short answer. Why there was not this same umbrella?
No, Chama, waxoon naa ko pare si doorin bi. It was GFA, Gambia Football Association. So then they went to change
FIFA. Okay.
So FIFA ñoo wax ne pour ngeen nekk federation da ngeen need to am these associations under your umbrella.
Okay. Yeah, so I get the point.
So basically GFF ñoo nekk di head, ñoo di oversee everything.
Okay, I get the point. So you don't. I get it. Yeah, you said it. You said it earlier. Yeah, I'm so my bad. Yeah, and also finally about team of the season. You mentioned about team of the season. I was more thinking about the team of the season is gonna be make of 11 players like they usually do. You have the goalkeeper, the fullback, and this kind of things coming from different teams, and then this team will represent the team of the season. That's what I was thinking more about the team of the season rather than a team itself. What's it thinking about behind?
No, Chama, lola sax, lola.
Yeah.
But dañoo recommend team bi aside, understand nga? Comme recommend team si, but the team of the season basically dañoo put on 11.
Yeah. Based on their performance over the course of the season.
Yes, first, second division, male and female.
Okay, that's who is gonna do the voting in this case?
Good question. GFPA is working with one farm called Alchemy. Okay, they provide SMS shortcodes.
Yeah. So
we have already signed a contract with them. So like each player, each nominee, the farm a number.
Yeah.
Voting number. Legi, if the platform is open, we will be open by the 15th.
Yeah.
Then each player will nominate. Then you have a flyer with your picture in it.
Yeah.
Then you send like a voting number. Then you can share it with your fan, your family, friends, and loved one on your fans. Okay. Share. Then you start. You do the voter. The number to vote to send SMS is 1802. So for example, Chama is 005. Most of voting number. The type 005. Must send to 1802.
Okay.
So must live vote Chama. Then each SMS then cost $5. But pare voting si tamit dafa living am na lu ko store so pour wane ne pour check at the end of the day kan moo am the higher votes so loolu dafa represent 50%
of the votes. Okay.
Of the votes.
And then the other 50% of the
based on stats.
And then the other 50% who's gonna do the voting?
No, both stats in your hall.
Okay. Based on stats?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think statistics can be I think statistics can be misleading sometimes if you don't use it properly, but that is another discussion. So I was thinking, since you have an association, you must have some representatives. Every club has a representative, and maybe like the association must have some members, and then maybe the members can be make up to 100 members. So why? How about these members? Because they have been observers of the league, they have been seeing what is going on in the league. Why not these members? Everybody have a vote, and then 50% of votes coming from fans, 50% of votes coming inside, rather than using the statistics to make a decision. Because for me personally, I will not use statistics to decide who is the best player or something like that, but I will use it to support my idea about who is best and who is not. So statistics is basically to confirm really he did well. But also, I think when it comes to awards, I think voting is more befitting in my opinion. But yeah, you guys are doing your own thing, and I'm just giving my opinion. Yeah.
No, you are right. You are right. Waaye comme nu fa demee woon rek mooy
Yeah.
association bi very good members bu baax. We are representing
Okay.
players, but
Yeah.
challenge ñoo face mooy players yi comme wax nga doore mi ñu we are not function mil because amuñu woon xaalis bu mun a function.
Yeah.
Pour di lañ dogal lañ dawal xaalis lañ dogal loolu di function. Moo tax suñu presque woon nañ foo ne comme next season all players understand nga dañ boo ñu ñëw register. We have registration form, so register ñu jëlee registration card. Because
Okay.
all these things that we are doing, the voting that we are doing, the financial gain that we have there, that we found in Nigeria, Lulu, then go tell what players in a form of capacity building,
Okay.
insurance, insure players. Like come tay, suñ member bu nekk, okay, dañu jox card, player bu nekk da nga wara try nga jox, dañu jox card, tay so amé so favoré, di nga mëna use that card, nga dem ci ben medical
Hospital or something.
nga
Nga mun
dem
ko
nga
use.
dem faj.
Have some discounts or something like.
Wow. Beneen bi tamit mooy dañ bëgg this how to call it first aid training because gis nañ ne exemple rek si Europe bi Eriksen his team captain
Yeah.
he played a vital role since lu tax ñu save ko.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Understand? So waaw CVR boobu noonu.
Yeah.
so loolu noonu yëpp ñun tamit dañ ko nit. so tamit dañ bëgg
Absolutely.
boo siin bi commencé bëgg nañ at least ñu jël two players from each team, for example, the captain and the assistant captain, you train them on those kind of things.
On those things, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. That's interesting.
But then, place, yep, you them medical checkup
and things like that. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah.
But by the time you contracts, contracts you get, you copy of the contracts.
Okay. Yeah, I think this association is gonna do a lot of good things. The things you highlighted here, your targets and things like that, is looking like very interesting, and it will help the Gambian football grow. It will help Gambian footballers move to another level and things like that. So I think it's very interesting, and you are just in the starting point. This is the first year of doing it, so you can absorb a lot of opinions coming from left, right, and center, and then hopefully you can try to improve over the course where to go. But I think the initiative is really important to move the Gambian football. So I can just commend you guys for what you are doing.
Thank you so much. Legi pull answer pull suggestion be. Starting from next season, they have a place register.
Yeah.
You am place you register. They have a place legi registration card legi place ñom dañoo vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll try and work with the coaches association. ñom tam dañu ñu vote.
Okay.
Nañ try tamit liggéey ak media outlets.
Okay. So you have some votes.
So this then 3 la try you vote for benn 50% bi then benn 50% bi you buy fans.
Jaco fans
outside.
Fans vote. But that's wonderful. That's wonderful, Chair. I think you guys are really taking Gambian football to the next level. So that's beautiful. But as you know, we have some time constraints. I think we have covered almost about 45 or 1 hour almost. So I think we just have to cut it here. But before we cut it, I'm just gonna throw, because next week the African Cup of Nations draw will be on, and as you know, Gambia being their first qualification, so it's gonna be really interesting for Gambia as a whole. So we are really looking forward to it. So I'm gonna just throw a quick fire question, then we will close this podcast. Who do you want to have in the draw? Which teams do you want to have in the draw? I knew that was coming. So Senegal is you just want to be in the same group as Senegal. So do whatever you can and make sure we are in the same group with Senegal. And that will be one of the best games you will ever have in an African African Cup of Nations, because Gambia will be up for that, going into that competition with this young crop of players coming through in order, in play in different parts of the world. So Senegal, we are looking, like Coach say, I'm also looking forward to that one.
boo xam nga Gambia Sénégal loolu rek neexal dëkk bi neex na ba pare tàng na Gambia
tàng na I know.
wala sa te Gambia Sénégal tamit si Gambia amee good results bu ko draw sax Gambia Sénégal draw rek loolu is good for it's a good achievement for Gambia
for Gambia and
loolu rek mun nañu ñu def competition.
Okay, Che. But yeah, now I think we have to cut it there. So I will just like to thank our dear listeners for spending some time with us. And like we say earlier, if you like what we are doing, please like our podcast. And if you are new around here, please subscribe to the Jollof Football Bantaba. And from myself and Coach Che, I would like to say a goodbye. Goodbye, guys.